Hello students, today we are working in Module 6, Lesson 7. Please join me there in your workbook. Again, this is the problem set for Lesson 7. So we're going to do the problem set together, and then you will do the homework assignment, and then your parents will check your homework. Let's go ahead and get started with number 1. Write a decimal number sentence to identify the total value of the place value discs. So here we have 2 tens. 2 tens is 20. I think that's a review from Module 1. 5 tenths then we could write as 0.5. And then 3 hundredths we could write as 0.03. This 0 is acting as a placeholder. When we add these up, we need to line up the decimals. Another way to write 20 is to write 20.0. The reason I'm doing that is so that then my decimals are all in a line. Then 0.5, then 0.03. Another way to write 20.0 is 20.00. You could literally just make zeros forever and ever on the end of that, and it would be the same number. 0.5, another way to write that is 0.50. And so then we're going to go ahead and add those on up. 0 plus 0 plus 3 is 3. 0 plus 5 plus 0 is 5. Decimal, so notice it's like they're all in a line there. 0 plus 0 plus 0 is still 0, and 2 plus nothing is 2. So here we go, 20.53. So what we're doing here is we're taking our number, we're expanding it. This would be where it's expanded, okay? And then we're writing it in standard form. So let's go ahead and give letter B a try. And then you can come back, go ahead and hit pause on this video, then you can come back and see if you are correct. All right, letter B involved lots of placeholders. So 500 plus 4 hundredths. You will need 5 hundredths, I think is pretty simple. Maybe the 4 hundredths is more complicated, but it's that 0 in the tenths place that is a placeholder. That is what keeps your answer then as 500.04. Oh dear, what did I do? That's what I want. All right, let's move on. That's not what I want to do either. Let's move on to letter number 2. Not letter, number, clearly. All right, number 2, use the place value chart to answer the following questions. Express the value of the digit in unit form. So the digit is in the hundreds place. It has a value of So I'm using my place value chart. It's really nice they have it labeled. The digit 4 is in the hundreds place. It has a value of 400. The digit is in the tens place. The 1, and it has a value of 10. The digit, oh, it's tricking me. It's basically skipping the ones place here. It's going to the tenths place. So the digit is in the tenths place, so 8. And it has a value of 0.8. That should be a point. And then the digit is in the hundreds place. That's the 3. And it has a value of 0.03. Don't forget your placeholder. All right, go ahead and give that next one a try and then come back and see if your answers are correct. You can do that by hitting pause on this video. Then come back, see if you're right. Sorry, the decimals aren't showing very well. All right, moving on then to the second page of the problem set. This looks complicated, but we're about to make it simple. Okay, so please don't think that this is anything you haven't done before. Number 3, write each decimal as an equivalent fraction. So that would be step 1. Let me scroll up. Here we go. Okay, so that's step 1. Then write each number in expanded form using both decimal and fraction notation. So the second step then would be decimal. Third step would be fraction notation. Really nice that they have an example for us. So here's where we can see step 1. Oh dear. There we go. Here's where we can see step 2, decimal notation, and here's where we can see step 3, fraction notation. Let's go ahead and take a look at 21.4. I can write that as 21 and 4 tenths. The 4 here is in the tenths place, which is then why I write it with a fraction 4 tenths. Heading on over to decimal notation, I'm taking that number apart. So looking at each place value. So I have 2 times, it's in the tens place, plus the 1 is in the ones place. So 1 times 1, plus 4 times 0.1. Okay, so this makes this 20 plus 1 plus 0.4. Expanded form, you're taking one number and you are expanding it. Over to fraction notation, it's very similar. 2 times 10, there's no fraction because it's a whole number, plus 1 times 1, again, no fraction because it's a whole number, and then 4 times, now this time we write it as a fraction, 1/10, 4 times 1/10. So then we have 20 plus 1 plus 4 tenths. Thank you for your patience with my handwriting. All right, if you need to see that example again, feel free to hit repeat or go back at any time. Go ahead, if you're feeling confident, go ahead and try the next one on your own. If not, keep watching. If you try it on your own, hit pause, and then come check and see if you are correct. All right, so here we have 9 hundredths, so 38 and 9 hundredths. Looks like that. Let's go ahead and do fraction notation first. So what I'm looking for is 30 plus 8 plus 9 hundredths. This is why it's called fraction notation, is because it has fractions in it. Then decimal notation is called decimal notation because it has decimals in it. Okay, so there's our decimal notation. So this is what we're trying to get with our parentheses. So 30 is 3, oh dear, 3 times 10 plus, forgive my handwriting, I'm really trying, 8 times 1 plus 9 times 1/100th. Oh boy. And then over on decimal notation side, we've got, now it's 3 times 10 because 3 is in the tens place. And then it's 8 times 1 because the 8 is in the ones place. Plus, and then it's 9 times 100th because 9 is in the hundredths place. Whew. All right, if you need to see one more example, keep going. If not, please move on to your homework assignment. Here we go, one more time. If you'd like to, give it a try on your own, hit pause on this video, then come back and see if you are correct. Otherwise, keep on watching. Keep working with me. 50.2. So we've got 50 and 2/10. So that's 5 times 10. Sorry, I can't answer questions right now. Plus 2 times 1/10. We're still on the
color it?
Yeah, isn't that cool? Okay, I'm teaching my students something. Okay. So we're on the fraction side, so we're using 1/10 there as a fraction. On the decimal side, it would say 5 times 10 plus 2 times 0.1. And that would say 50 plus 2/10. Decimal side would say 50 plus 0.2. There we go. Thanks for tuning in for Problem Set Lesson 7. Now your job is to do your homework and your parents will check your answers.